Okay, whether I'm audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So, hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, I'll be sharing this material on the border connections with you, and this sample chapter includes, in a very brief way, the various theory part of the bolt, the bearing friction terminologies, design, shear strength of the bearing bolt, what we discussed with the code, same equations, just replicate it, and also the design strength of HSFG bolt in shear. So we already seen one design of bolted connection for the lap joint, and we designed in the last class. So some more important points to be noted, the principles to be observed in the design. First one and the important one is that the design strength should be more than the design load. So suppose if you are asked to design for 30 kilonewton, make sure that all the bolt or the total strength of the connection is more than 30 kilonewton. Then the center of gravity of bolt should coincide with the center of gravity of the connected members. This is fine. This is not that much relevant to you now. Then we have the length of connection should be kept as small as possible. It should satisfy requirements specified in clause 10.2 regarding the spacing, such as the pitch shall not be less than 2.5D and the minimum edge distance should not be less than 1.7D. So in the case of hand cut edges, suppose the plate is cut by hand, then it should not be less than, sorry, it should not be less than 1.7. And if it is machined or rolled, that means casted, it should not be less than 1.5 D0. And I told for the diameter of the bolt, you should provide some clearance. So you can see for 12 bolt, should provide a hole of 13 Similarly, for 14, provide 15, and the list goes on. And we have the area of bolt at shank is equal to pi by 4 into t square, and the area of bolt at threads is equal to 0.8 times. I told you for the total cross sectional area, 0.8 times the cross sectional area will be the area of bolt at the threads, 0.78, approximately equal to 0.8 into pi by 4 d square or pi r square. Then other important criteria, okay, the grade 4.6, I told you 4.6 means the ultimate strength will be 400 megapascal and the yield strength will be 400 into the remaining 0.6, 240. Similarly, 4.8 means this is actually wrong. This is 400. near to 400 value, and 0.8 times the ultimate stress will be the yield stress. Similarly, 5.6, 500 megapascal into 0.6, 300, 5.8, 520, and into 0.6 will be 400. Now we will consider this problem. You can write down somewhere. Example 2.1. You are asked to design a lap joint to connect two plates, each of width 100 mm. If the thickness of one plate is 12 mm and the other one is 10 mm, the joint has to transfer a working load of 100 kilonewton. The plates are of Fe410 grade. We're supposed to use the bearing type of bolt and has to produce the connection details. So here the grade of bolt is not defined. So we are choosing M16 bolt of grade 4.6. So M16, the 16 stands for the diameter of the bolt and diameter of the hole is 18 mm. So 16 we are using plus 2 mm clearance. You can provide as per the code. Okay, 16, 18 mm hole size, and the ultimate strength is 400. I told you 4.6. Okay, then since it is a lap joint, the bolt is in single shear. So you know lap joint is a joint between two plates. So the bolt will be in a single shear, as we are connecting only two plates. If you are connecting plate 1, 2, and 3, there will be 3 points of shears. Sorry, there will be 2 points of shears, double shear. I hope it's clear for you. You can see this figure. Okay. Here you have plate 1 and plate 2. So the bolt is subject to shear only at one point, at this point. Suppose you have plate 1, plate 2, and plate 3. This is one shear point, and this is the second shear point. And we have the nominal strength of bolt in shear. We have the equation. On the left side, I have the Indian Standard Code for the steel, and we already went through this equation. Like VNSB is equal to FU by root 3 into NN into ANB plus NS into ASB, where FU is the ultimate. You can cross it with the problem. So FUB is the ultimate stress. FUB is the 400 by root 3 is a constant into NN ANB plus NS ASB, where we know here the bolt is in single shear. Correct. We know the bolt is in single shear. So when the bolt is in single shear, the bolt is having a threaded portion as well as the shank portion. So we know the threaded portion is having a lesser area on comparison with the shank portion. So like for the single shear bolt, there will be only one shear interface. So due to that reason, so the first one, NN, you can see NN is the number of shear planes with threads intercepting the shear plane. Okay, and NS is the number of shear planes without threads intercepting the shear plane. And we have the ASB is nominal plane shank area of the bolt, and ANB is the net shear area of the bolt at threads. It will be taken as the area corresponding to the root diameter of the thread. So we know the relation between the area of bolt at shank as well as at threads. So we have the shank full area, and for threads we have 0.78 into pi by 4 d square. So assuming, we have to have the lower value, right? So either A or B, because if it is in single double shear, we should use both values. That means one at the shank and one at the thread. But as we are assuming only the single shear, and to take the lowest value, we assume the joint. We assume that the joint is happening at the threaded portion. That's why we are taking the equation at the threaded portion. ANB is equal to 0.78 into pi by 4 d square. Only one shear plane. So the NS will be 1 and ASB will be 0.78 into pi by 4 d square. We will get the value of NSB is equal to 36218 Newton, 36 kilonewton. So this value is the VNSB on the left side, and we are supposed to find the VDSB. VDSB is the design strength of the bolt. Design strength of the bolt is equal to VNSB by gamma MB. So the VNSB is the value obtained 36,218, and gamma MB is the factor of safety. It's like the it's not the factor. It's the it's factor of safety of the for the bolt, and it is taken as 1.25. So design shear strength is equal to the obtained value divided by 1.25, and we obtain 28,974. So the single bolt in single shear will take a load is equal to 28.97 kilonewton. And the minimum pitch to be provided, we already see it is 2.5 D. So 2.5 into D, where D is the diameter of the bolt. So 40 mm should be the center to center distance between two adjacent bolt, and the minimum edge distance is 1.5 D. Assuming that is based on the assumption that it is a hand cut, sorry, it's a rolled or machine cut edge. You can write on the bracket if you want, like assuming it is by the machine cut. So we are providing a pitch of 40 mm and the edge E is equal to 30 mm. And then the calculation for this bearing. So, okay, in the code itself, we have 10 point left side, 10.3.4, the bearing capacity of the bolt. So is it clear up to this? Every terms is clear? Anyone? Any doubts? Hello, response please.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Clear. Okay, I'll continue. Okay.
Yes,
so next we are supposed to find the bearing capacity of the bolt. You can see the corresponding caudal close on the left side, 10.3.4 bearing capacity of the bolt. We went through this equation, but not in detail. So V dPb is equal to VNPb by gamma MB. We have to find the VNPb, which was equal to 2.5 into KB into D into T into FU. So we'll see the problem. So on comparison with the code, the 2.5 is a constant. Okay, KB. What is KB? KB is the smaller of three values: E by 3D0, P by 3D0. So it is found here. So we know E is the edge distance. Okay, A is the end and pitch distance. Okay, sorry for the trouble. I was in using the college Wi-Fi, and there was some problem encountered. Is the screen visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think Jishana called me and I lost the connection in the least value of KB, right? Anyone response? KB is clear? How to find KB?
So you were
Yes, sir.
talking about E by
അല്ല, ഞാൻ എവിടെ
three
സ്റ്റോപ്പ്
digits.
ചെയ്തത്? എവിടെ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്തത്?
കെബിയിലെ ലീസ്റ്റ് വാല്യൂ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ 3 ഇക്വേഷൻസ് ഉണ്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്.
അത് ഞാൻ എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്തോ ഏതാ വാല്യൂസ് എന്നുള്ളത്?
ഇല്ല സർ, അത് തുടങ്ങിയിട്ടുള്ളായിരുന്നു.
Okay, I'll repeat. So KB is the smaller of E by 3d0, P by 3d0 minus 0.25. Then okay, there is smaller of 4 values: E by 3d0, P by 3d0 minus 0.25, FUB by FU, and 1. So where E is the pitch, sorry, E is the end distance. So we provided the end distance of 30 mm, and so E by 3 into d0, where d0 is the hole diameter 18, and next one is P by 3d0. P is the pitch value. We provided a pitch of 40 mm, so 40 divided by 3 into 18 minus 0.25, and FUB and FU. So FUB is the ultimate stress of the bolt. So we have 400, and FU is the ultimate stress of the plate. So we know we were given the plate ultimate strength as 410. 410 is the plate strength 410, and the bolt 400. So that's why 400 by 410 and 1. So based on the value 1, 2, 3, and 4, the lowest value is found to be KB is equal to 0.4907. Okay, I don't know which value is the lowest one, but the calculated value is 0.4907. And okay, in the equation on the left side of this code, on the left side, we have the code. So the 2.5 KB we found. D is the diameter of the bolt, and T. I told T is the summation of thickness which takes the load in single direction. So as we are having the lap joint, and in the lap joint both the plate 1 and plate 2 are moving in 2 directions. This one will be moving in right, this one towards left. So we have only either plate 1 or plate 2, and we are selecting the lowest thickness value. So that's why the thickness of the thinner plate 10 mm, other one was 12 mm. Okay, so 10 mm was taken, and we have the FU, ultimate strength of the bolt is 400. So we have all the values. Normal bearing strength of a bolt is equal to 2.5 into KB we found. D is the diameter of bolt, T is the lowest thickness 10 mm, and 400 is the ultimate stress, and we found the bearing capacity of the single bolt is equal to 78 kilonewton. So when we compare with the shear strength was only 28, we have the bearing strength 78. So the bolt is weaker in shear strength on comparison with the. Even one more thing to note is that this is only VNPB, right? So we have to go for the design strength. So again, VNPB divided by 1.25 will come. The reduction will be there, but still on comparison, we know when we compare both values, the shear strength will be lesser value. So we are taking the design strength of M16 bolt as 28.974 kilonewton, and we are supposed to design for a working load of 100. So the design load is factored load. It is 100 into 1.5, 150 kilonewton. Hence the number of bolt required. As we have denominator in the Newton, the 150 is converted to Newton into 1000 divided by 28.974. So 5.18. So we are supposed to provide 6 number of bolt for taking the load of design load of 150 kilonewton. And this is how the connection diagram looks like. So plate 1, plate 2, the end or edge distance is 30 mm from the any edge to the center of the bolt. Similarly here, and the distance between two bolt 40 mm. This is also end distance. This is end distance, and this is the edge distance, which is 40. So this completes the total connection design for a lap joint. One more important thing to be considered is that we just consider only the strength of bolt. So there is a chance that when we apply the load like this, when we are pulling apart two plates, there is a chance that the plate can tear into two. Okay, the plate can also tear into two. So we have to check that one also. That's why we are checking the check on the strength of plate. So it is taken as AN is the net area and Fu is the ultimate stress of the plate by gamma ml into 0.9. This equation is also there in the code. I will show you later. I don't know where exactly this placed. Okay, so the TDN is equal to 0.9 into AN into Fu by gamma ml. There are two holes along the critical direction. So, okay, so you have to understand that suppose we're taking this section, that means a section of the plate between two bolts. As there is no cutting between these two bolts, it will be more stronger. But as we're providing the cutting or the making the hole here and here, so along this cross-sectional line, we have two holes, right? So this will weaken the section of the plate. So that's why TDN is equal to 0.9 into 100 was the width of plate. 100 minus 2 into 18. 18 is the hole diameter. So we are deducting the two hole diameter 1 and hole diameter 2 from the total width. So we got the total width of the plate into lowest thickness of the two plates. 10 into 14 is the ultimate stress. Divided by the factor of safety, material factor of safety, 1.25. You will get it as 188.928. So as the design load is only 150 kilonewton, the plate will take 188. It is safe. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. We'll see one more problem. Okay, this comes with a double butt cover joint. So there are some variations. Just show the problem first. Okay, you can see example 2. I'm just covering it fast because I'm question time. Example 2.2, design a single bolted double cover butt joint. So you can see double cover butt joint. Okay, it looks like this. This is for rivet, but you assume that this is a bolt. It is double cover, single butt joint. Okay. To connect two boiler plate of thickness 16 mm for maximum efficiency, use M20 bolt of grade 4.6, boiler plate are of Fe 14 grade, draw the connection details. We'll see how it looks like. So, okay, this is the boiler plate we have to join. Uh, so this ring has to be connected here and to join with two plates, one cover plate and the second cover plate. How to join here? This is how. So we have the thickness of this boiler plate as 16 mm, and the cover plate should be 12 on both sides, and how to use the M20 bolt. So we know M20, D20, and D0 22 with the hole clearance. FUB 4.6 means 400, and FU is the ultimate stress of the plate because FE 410, and thickness is 16 mm. We just seen, since it is double cover butt joint, cover on both sides, the bolt are in double shear. Very important thing here, the bolt is in double shear because the bolt can shear at this point, the interior point as well as on the exterior point. One section at shank. Okay, so we are assuming that one of the shear point will be at the shank and another at the root of thread. So we have the equation. I'm not again showing the equation. We know the previous equation B NSB is equal to this. I'll show here. Here only that equations. Okay, this equation. VNSB equal to FUB by root 3 into NNAB plus NSASB. So as assuming one is on the shank and one is on the thread, 400 by root 3, same value into one plane, plane at the full area, pi by 4 into 20 square plus one plane at the reduced area, 0.8 into pi by 4, 20 square. So we got the value as 129 kilonewton for the shear strength. Design strength is the obtained value by 1.25, say 103 kilonewton. So here assuming bearing strength is more, because in most cases when you calculate you will find the bearing strength always greater than shear strength. That's why in this problem they just avoided the calculations. So assuming the bearing strength is more than this, to get the maximum efficiency, strength of plate per pitch width is equated to VDSB. So we are taking the value as VDSB. And to avoid the failure of cover plate, the total thickness of the cover plate should be more than thickness of the main plate. So this is a design criteria. Like because have it mentioned whether we should use 12 mm. Okay, we are not asked. We were asked only to design a cover butt joint for thickness 16 mm. Like we were not provided that we should use the 12 mm cover plate. So there is some design criteria that to avoid failure of cover plate. So നിങ്ങൾക്ക് cover plate failure avoid ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ total thickness of the cover plate. So രണ്ട് cover plate ഉണ്ട്, രണ്ട് add ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ it should be more than the thickness of the main plate. So like 12 plus 12, 24 will come. 16 എന്ന വാല്യൂനേക്കാളും മേലെ വേണം. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ there won't be any failure on the cover plate. So we provided some 12 mm thickness. ഇത് ഇത്തിരി ഹൈ ആണ്, ബട്ട് സ്റ്റിൽ മേ ബി കുറച്ച് കാലം കഴിഞ്ഞ് ചിലപ്പോൾ റസ്റ്റിംഗ് ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവും. അപ്പോൾ അതിനൊരു എന്താ പറയുക തിക്നെസ് കുറയും. സോ വി പ്രൊവൈഡ് ഹയർ വാല്യൂ ഓഫ് 12 mm. ഇനി ഡിസൈൻ സ്ട്രെങ്ത് ഓഫ് പ്ലേറ്റ് പെർ പിച്ച് വിഡ്ത്ത്. We have seen the equation 0.9 into. So 0.9 into AN into FU by gamma ml. So So we are finding the design strength of plate per pitch width. So we have the pitch, which is the distance between center of one bolt to the center of second bolt. So per the pitch width, we are finding the strength of the plate. And that's why we have 0.9 into strength into pitch minus 22. That is the whole diameter divided by 1.25 into 16. 16. Okay, so this is okay, this is thickness of the plate. To find the area. So we have 0.9 constant into 14 is the ultimate stress. P minus 0.22 will be give you the breadth into thickness. So this comes to the area. 16 into, sorry, P minus 22 into 16 will be the area. Into stress will give you the strength 0.9 by 1.25 is equal to 4723.2 into P minus 22. So here they are back calculating the minimum pitch required so that the plate won't fail before the bolt. Okay, so we are not providing any value for pitch here, and we equated the design strength of plate per pitch width is equal to the shear strength of the bolt. Because if the bolt is failing in shear, then the connection is a failure. That means even the plate is stronger, then there is no use. So we can have the values equal. So that's why they are limiting or comparing the value with the lowest value of the bolt in shear. So we can back calculate the pitch. So pitch is equal to 43.87. So by providing a minimum pitch of 43.87, we can make sure that the plate won't fail before the shear failure of the bolt. And we have one more quarter close, minimum pitch provided 2.5D. So based on the two values, we are providing a pitch of 50 mm. Okay, because if you provide a higher value of P, then the value will increase. Strength will increase because P is coming after P minus 22. So as the P is increasing, the total value will increase. So we are providing the minimum pitch of 50 mm. So they already checked again the bearing strength of bolt, but they already told here it will be always higher than the shear strength. Just a calculation. At distance 1.7D. Assuming that this machine cut 1.7D0. 37.4, we provided 40. KB is the minimum of all the values. We know how to find the value. Design strength is in bearing is 129 because it is design strength because all value 2.5 into K into so other values divided by 1.25 is the design strength in bearing. It is found that the bearing strength is more than the shear strength. So it is safe. Hence the assumption was correct. That means shear strength is the critical one was correct. And then they are doing the connection diagram. So this is how it looks like. The main boilerplate we have of thickness 16 mm. Car plate we decided based on the theory that the total thickness of car plate should be more than the thickness of the boiler plate. And we were asked to use the M20 bolt. And pitch we provided based on the caudal value 50 mm between the plates, sorry, between the bolt and the end distance E we found here 40 mm, 40 mm. Okay, so because from here this is one edge distance, so this we provided 40 mm. So that completes the design. So the okay ആയിരുന്നു ഡിസൈൻ നിങ്ങൾക്കത് മനസ്സിലായോ?